Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, and subscribe some more. Hit the bell for notifications for when I post new videos, which we are trying to keep on this trend of consistency, okay? And definitely check out my other videos that I have going on. Today's video is going to be a quick and easy tutorial on twist for little black girls. It's something easy that you can do to your daughter's hair, and it doesn't require learning how to braid, which is always a plus, plus, plus. Okay, so definitely keep watching to check out this video. Okay, guys, so as you saw in the beginning, I blow dried her hair out just to kind of stretch it out. Like the stuff that's in her hair, I don't really know what that is. I just washed her hair and it's just fuzz. Really, that's all I can say. So what I'm doing right now is putting this little leave-in oil conditioner in her hair, and then some black castor oil, which is always good for growth. So I love to put that on the back and around the edges, just to create and promote growth of those areas because they tend to break off the easiest and the fastest at times, especially when you put your hair in a lot of ponytails and use rubber bands. So I'm just continuing with this moisturizing coconut water that I got from the beauty supply. It was literally like $4. Okay, and then I'm using Jelly Soft Curls by Mrs. Jessie's, just as a little additive curl on the ends, you know. For my daughter's hair, it works for her good. So that is why I'm using it. Moving on, so I'm going to start parting out the front because I like to do a little crisscross design. The design just adds a little bit to the hairstyle, and it's just a little cute additive measure that I like to do. So I'm just parting that out, and then it's going to be a middle part, and then based on this middle part in the very front is going to determine pretty much the rest of the hairstyle. So it's going to be 4 in the front, 4 twists. I mean 4 parts in the front, and it's going to equal up to like 2 twists, 1 on each side. So that is the goal, people. That is the goal. For the very front, these parts, I kind of try to keep it as straight as possible, but for me, I'm not the best at parting. So for this hairstyle, you really don't need to be the best parter because no matter what, this hairstyle is going to look cute regardless, Nobody's going to be like, oh my god, that part right here in the very back is not straight. So, just do the best you can, which is what I like to do. And so right now I am using Taraji P. Henson, her new hair care line, her edge control. Um, it's pretty decent. I've been using it a lot lately, so I'm gonna do a review about that, but later. So yeah, just continuing on, just like I said, parting for right now, and then in the very front, I try to keep it as straight as possible because when the first thing you're gonna see is the front of her head, so I try to keep those parts as straight as possible. But if you don't, it's not gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying? So just do the best you can. And right now, you're just going to twist after you put the rubber band on and you make your first square. For me, I like after I put the rubber band on and I twist, I like to use, like I said, I use the edge control, then put some grease after the rubber band to try to twist it down because it works. Grease works really well for my daughter's head to twist it. I mean, I know it's not the best thing for everybody's hair. So whatever works best for you or your daughter's hair, use that. But for me, it is good old blue magic. So like I said, I'm continuing to do the front to make this little crisscross pattern. So I'm just straightening it out and making the second row of boxes on the very top to create this crisscross design in the front. essentially you're going to just continue to do the same thing throughout her entire head, is make these uh, square blocks and rubber band them off and twist them down, and that should be the overall way to complete the twist. For me, to create this crisscross pattern, I am going to just pretty much extend from each side on opposite direction and twist that down together, and there you go. You have a crisscross. And it's very simple, very easy, and it's going to lay flat and go on either side of her head. Even though it seems like it's not, but it is. I'm going to continue and do the same thing on the other opposite kind of side on the top. And, continue to get my part straight. Still using my grease. Had to flip it to the other side so you can see me. Pull it across. Pull the other twist across. And with my rubber band and rubber band it down. And just a tip, don't do it too tight, especially around the edges, just because, pulling it too tight, too much tension does break your hair off. And that's the last thing we want to do. We want to promote growth with our little girls' hair, and just keep it continue to prosper. And this is my crisscross design right here. Boom. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to do the same thing throughout her head. Make the blocks, and you can make them big as small as you want. I'm going to do a mixture of big and small just because of how her hair is, especially on the edges. I would suggest not doing them too small on the edges because the smaller the hair is, the easier it is for it to pull. So therefore, I'm going to do a mixture of small and big blocks or square blocks and just rubber band them off as I go along. As we get to the top of her head, for me, you just kind of gauge it how you're going to do it. So for me, I'm just going to do 2 big blocks on the top. You can always do smaller. I wouldn't go any bigger than what I'm doing, but you can always do it smaller, so then that way you have more twists. The more twists, the better, and the more the child is going to love it because they shake their hair around and they love to see the array of twists and just swinging around their head. It's a cute little thing. So from here, I'm going to try to do one side at a time, and I'm going to be kind of working my way to the back side. On the back side, I am going to do, on the top back side, I'm going to do 3 smaller blocks and then 2 big at the top. Like I said, you have to gauge it, and it depends on how much hair your daughter has, how long her hair is, what you have to work with. Okay, so I'm about to get started on the very back. I'm going to do this into 3 bigger squares because after assessing, how much I've done on the current side and then how much I have left on the other side, this is what I need to do to make sure she has a filled head full of twists that looks right. So I'm going to do this in 3s, and I still use the Mrs. Jessie's soft gel on the back, not the edge control because that's too harsh. But I need some type of gel just to gel it up in the back. But as far as that goes, and I'm just going to twist up the back and we'll go from there. You also have to assess how much space you have to work with for these very back three. I mean, that's what I have to do to make sure that they're kind of even so that it looks right. Okay, so the back is almost done. I gotta get this last one, straighten that part up, and we'll be good to move on to the other side. And we're most of the way done here, folks. You see, this does not take long at all. It doesn't take long to do their hair. It's just a combination of things of the child moving around all the time and you trying to keep it straight, and they want this and they want that. So it just adds on to the process. So I am moving to the other side, and I'm going to speed this up so we can move this along. Pretty much by doing the same concept I did on the other side, or making each side match. So one big in the very front, and then two stacked on top of each other after it, and then making it match up top, and we are done. This is the finished product, guys. This is it. This is what we have. Twist. Yes. It's beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to add these barrettes. You can do any type of colors you want. I usually do a multitude of colors because, you don't have time. I don't have time in the morning to try to match the outfit. So if you just do a multitude of colors, then you don't have to do that. And you could just put on whatever with your child and it will match her hair because she has all these colors in her hair, and plus it's cute. So but you can do matching colors or however you want to do it. It's just the most darling hairstyle. So darling. Okay guys, here we are. We have a finished product. Her hair, it is beautiful, beautiful, I tell you. And she loves it. So yes guys, thank you for watching this video tutorial. If you've not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos, and yeah, like this video, share this video. Thanks for watching. Do you like your hair? Do you? Do you like your hair? Amara. 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 Do you like your hair? Do you like your hair? Mommy. Do you like your hair?